Good morning, second grade. Let's get started with some phonogram review. Our first one is oo. What are you going to write? Good. Oo. Say it while you write it. All right, put your finger under that phonogram you just wrote, class. What is it? Good. Oo. This is our oo. If you didn't have that, pause the video, write it 3 times. Say it while you write it. Let's see if we can get it out of that glare. There we are. Oo. All right. Our next one is ow-o. What are you going to write? Good. Ow-o. Say it while you write it. All right, class, what did you just write? Good. Ow-o. This is our ow-o. So again, if you didn't have it, pause the video, write it 3 times, and say it while you write it so it gets in your head. All right, the next one is What are you going to write? Good. Say it while you write it. All right, put your finger under that phonogram you just wrote. Read it to me. Good. This is our All right, those are the only ones we'll need for our words today. Let's review a few of the ones we learned more recently. All right, the next one is I, 3-letter I. What are you going to write? Good. I, 3-letter I. Say it while you write it. All right, if you didn't remember, just do a line because we haven't reviewed that one much since we learned it. All right, class, what were we just writing? Good. I, 3-letter I. This is our I, 3-letter I. I, 3-letter I. I almost forgot to dot my I there. Make sure you don't do that. All right. So if you didn't have this, which I'm guessing a lot of us didn't, and that's just fine, pause it 3 times. Say it while you write it. I, 3-letter I. All right. The next one is oi, that we do not use at the end of English words. What are you going to write? Good. Oi, that we do not use at the end of English words. Say it while you write it. All right, class, what did you just write? Good. Oi, that we do not use at the end of English words. This is our oi, that we do not use at the end of English words. So that was a newer one too. So if you didn't get it, write it 3 times. Say it while you write it. All right, and let's get ready for some new words today. So stretch out your arms. And shake them out. All right, we're sitting up nice and straight with our paper correctly in front of us, not slumping down. That's going to hurt our backs if we do that over a long period of time. All right, our first word is a review word. The word is take. What's the word? Good, take. Please do not take my lunch. Take. What sounds do we hear in the word take? Good, our sounds are t, a, k. All right, this is a. How are we going to make it say a? Good, silent final E, job 1. that means that we're going to have to use line letter K in take, right? Say with me why we're going to have to use line letter K. C followed by E, I, or Y says S. So if we used C, it would be taste. And that's not what we want to write. Oh, all right. So one more time, tell me what we're going to write to spell take. Which K? Good. Line letter K and excellent. Silent final E job 1. Write those sounds and say them while you write them. All right, put your finger under that first phonogram in the word you just wrote. What is it? Good. T. Good. A. Which K? Good. Line letter K. And good. Silent final E. Job 1. All right, so make sure your word looks like mine. And let's mark it. Does this need a marking? How about this? It's saying its name. Good. Anytime a vowel says its name, we underline it. How about this? Good. We always underline the consonant that goes between our vowel and our silent final E job 1. And this, of course, we, good, double underline our silent final E job 1. All right, class. Let's read our word. Good, it's take. Take. All right, we reviewed this word because our next word is the past tense of take. We had talked about irregular verbs. Remember, irregular verbs, we don't use what to make them past tense. Great work if you said edit. That's what we usually use. Irregular verbs, we do not use our edit past tense ending. All right, and take is an irregular verb. So that means we've got a whole different word to make it past tense. We don't just put edit on the end. The past tense of take is took. I am still upset that you took my pencil yesterday. Took. What sounds do you hear in the word took? Good. Our sounds are t, k. All right. Our is oo. Which are we going to use? Good. Oo. And our k is a line letter k. Which k are we going to use? Good. Line letter k. Write the sounds in took. Say them while you write them. All right, class, put your finger under that first phonogram in the word you just wrote. What is it? Good. Good. Which is it? Good. Oo. And good. And which k? Good. Line letter k. All right. Make sure yours looks like mine, and let's mark it. Does this need a marking? How about this? Good, we need to underline it, but what are the two sounds of this phonogram? Good, oo, So what else does it need? Good, and make sure whenever we're marking, putting a number on a 2 or more letter phonogram, it goes right in the middle, right, and just on top. All right, does this need a marking? Okay, let's read our word. Good. Usually when we have the k sound at the end of a word, it's going to be either line letter k or 2 letter k. We only have C at the end of a word if it comes from the Greek. So hopefully that'll help us remember which k to use. And we know it couldn't be two-letter k because that's used only after a single vowel saying its first sound. And this isn't a single vowel. All right. The next word is problem. Class, what's the word? Good, problem. I had to, it's been so long since I've taught math. I had to do a number bond to help me solve the word problem. Problem. All right, but problem is a two-way word. To spell it, we say problem. Say that with me, class. Problem. Good. One more time. Problem. Good. Now by yourselves. Excellent. Problem. All right. Our first syllable is prob. What's the first syllable? Good. Prob. What sounds do you hear in the syllable prob? Good. P, r, a, b. All right. Write those sounds. Say them while you write them. All right. Our second syllable. Oh, make sure you put your syllable break at the end of that first syllable. Our second syllable is lem, class. What's our second syllable? Good. Lem. What sounds do you hear in the syllable lem? Good. The sounds are o, e, m. Write those sounds. Say them while you write them. All right, put your finger under that first phonogram in the word you just wrote. What does it say? Good. Good. R. Good. Ah. And b. Good. And syllable break. What's next? Good. O. Good. And m. All right, make sure your word looks like mine. And let's mark it. Well, that's a closed syllable, remember, which means it ends with a consonant. And there's no two-letter phonograms. Our vowel's making its first sound, so there's nothing to mark. All right, let's come over to our second syllable. That's also a what kind of syllable? Good, a closed syllable, which means the consonant's at the end. And we have no two-letter phonograms. All right, so there's nothing for us to mark right now. Let's read our word. Very good. Problem is how we say it to spell it. When we're speaking, we say problem. Problem. Do I need anything in the first syllable? No, prob and prob, they both sound the same. Now, it's lem and lum. All right, so does this need a mark? How about this? Good, that needs our thinking cap. All right, so let's read our word one more time, just the way it's written on the board. Good, problem. When we're speaking though, what do we say? Good, problem. All right. The next word is tomorrow. What's the word? Good, tomorrow. Tomorrow will be Tuesday. Tomorrow. All right. Tomorrow is a two-way word. To spell it, we say tomorrow. All right, so listen one more time. Tomorrow. Say that with me. Tomorrow. One more time. Tomorrow. Good. Now by yourselves. Good. Tomorrow. All right. Our first syllable is to. What's our first syllable? Good, to. What sounds do you hear in the syllable to? Good, t, oo. We're going to use ah, oh, oo. Which oo are we going to use? Good, ah, oh, oo. Write that first syllable and remember to put your syllable break at the end. All right, our second syllable is mar. Mar. What sounds do you hear in the syllable mar? Good, those sounds are ah, r. Go ahead and write those sounds. Say them while you write them. Remember your syllable break. All right, our third syllable is row. What's our third syllable? Good, row. What sounds do you hear in the syllable row? Good, r, o. We're going to use ow, o. Class, which o do we use at the end of tomorrow? Good, ow, o. Write that and say it while you write it. All right, put your finger under the first phonogram. What does it say? Good. Good, oo, but which oo? Good, ah, oh, oo. All right, what's next? Oh, syllable break. Yes, what's next? Good, ah, r. Notice for this I'm saying r and not I'm still seeing a lot of us write just that one letter when we have an sound. This cannot say it says r by itself. All right, and what's next? Good, one more r. And which o? Or sorry, right, o is the sound. Which o? Good, ow. All right, I know this is a kind of long one. So if you need to fix it, go ahead and pause the video and fix it. Now let's mark our word. Does this need a marking? How about this? What are the three sounds of this phonogram? Good, ah, oh, oo, and it's saying oo. Show me what we need to do. Good, it gets a little 3 on top. All right, how about this? No, this is saying its first sound. Well, how about this? All right, whatever you're showing me, put it down for 1 second and just listen. We haven't seen this a lot, but we will see it. This is a two-way word because we don't hear this when we're saying tomorrow. The job of this consonant, r, is to close our syllable, and that keeps our vowel saying its first sound. So this is just here to make a closed syllable. We don't hear it when we're speaking. That means it's silent. What do we do to every silent letter? Good, we double underline it. We're gonna see that so much in the future. Does this need a marking? No, because we hear this one. How about this one? Good, we need to underline it. But what are the two sounds of this phonogram? Ow, o, and it's saying o. So show me everything it needs. Good. All right, now let's read our word. And remember, right now we're going to read everything that's up here. So we have our two-way way that we say it. Good. Now let's do the syllables. Good, to, mar, good, and row. Excellent. One more time. Good, tomorrow. So to spell it, we say tomorrow. When we're speaking, we say, good, tomorrow. Tomorrow. All right. The next word is along. Class, what's the word? Good, along. We went for a run along the riverbank. Along. Along is a two-way word. To spell it, we say a-long. Remember, a lot of times when we have a 2 or more syllable word, oh gosh, I've got to stop. I haven't made you do any of the syllables today. Shame on me. All right, well, it is a 2-syllable word, and when we have a 2 or more syllable word that has an sound at the beginning by itself, remember that's often our a, like again, right, is again. Lots of other words. I can't remember if we've learned any this year yet, but I'm sure we have. All right, so it's the way we say along to spell it is a-long. Say that with me. A-long. Good. Now by yourselves. Good. A-long. All right, so there are 2 syllables. The first syllable is a. What's the first syllable? Good. A. We can't take that sound apart anymore. And I'm going to tell you that it's an open syllable. That means you're going to use what for a? Good. A, ah. We only talk about open syllables when we have a single vowel at the end. All right, so go ahead and write that first syllable, a. All right, the second syllable is long. What's the second syllable? Good, long. What sounds do you hear in the syllable long? Good, it's ah, watch my mouth, long. All right, one more time, what are you going to write for that last syllable? Good, ah, Write those sounds and say them while you write them. All right, put your finger under the first phonogram in that word you just wrote. What is it? Good. A. And class, what kind of syllable is that? Good, an open syllable. Then we need our syllable break. What's next? Good. O. Good. Ah. And good. All right, make sure yours looks like mine. And let's mark it. Does this need a marking? All right, we said it was an open syllable, so it's saying its name. Show me how we mark that. Good. Remember, an open syllable just means our single vowel is at the end, and it says its name. Does this need a marking? How about this? Good, we need to underline our All right, let's read our word. Very good. We say a-long to spell it. When we're speaking, we say along. Does this need a thinking cap? Good, it does, because we say a to spell it, but when we're speaking, we say a. All right. This is long when we say it and long when we spell it. Does this need a thinking cap? No. All right. One more time, let's read our word. And we want to read again what's up here. Good, a-long. But when we're speaking, what do we say? Good, along. And our last word is glass. Class, what's our word? Good, glass. I filled my glass up with water. Glass. What sounds do you hear in the word glass? Glass. All right, we had 2 consonants together. I hope we managed to pull them apart. I know it can be tricky. So our sounds are g, ul, a, s. All right, one more time. What are our sounds? Very good. Glass. We are going to use our floss rule for this word. Class, say our floss rule with me. We often double F, L, or S after a single vowel at the end of a one-syllable word. All right, so this is one syllable. We've got a single vowel and a S after it, so we're gonna double it. All right, so what are we gonna write to spell glass? Good. G-O-S. Write those sounds. Say them while you write them. All right, class, put your finger under the first phonogram in that word you just wrote. What is it? Good. G. O. S. And good. All right. Does this need a marking? It's saying its first sound, and nope, we don't mark our floss rule. We just have to remember, oh, we used our floss rule. All right, let's read our word. Excellent. Let's see, let's go back and go over our two-way words. We've got a couple, that's why our video is a little longer. This word, how do we say it to spell it? And if you're not sure, you can just read what's up here, because that'll be right. Good. Problem. All right. How about this one? This is also a two-way word. Just read the syllables. Good. Tomorrow. Good. And our last one? Good. Along. All right. Nice work, class. I'll see you in our next video.